Good morning, everybody. It's Andrew for 510 Books. It is Monday, beautiful Monday, the start of the week, April 21st, 2025. I am going down to pick up or to ship everything that's sold. I had 3 lots sell on eBay, and then I had a bunch of individual items, including 2 of the horror VHS tapes, which I'll share with you. Nothing like a piece of machinery in the middle of the street. Just doing his job, Well, there used to be a building there, now they took it completely down. Here's the 3 lots I sold. This one I sold for $25, of course, plus shipping. And it is music CDs, so loose CDs. These are ones that I don't know, I just pulled them for over time, and there are 470 of them. So I took an offer on that. I just listed those last week. This has been sitting for longer than I thought it would. It's a bunch of kids' DVDs, and there are 170 of them. Let's see. And this sold for $29.99. So it's all kinds of different kids programming. So loose DVDs, loose CDs. So that is $25, $30. What is that? $55 of gross sales. And then this was a book lot that's been sitting for quite a while. Susanna Gregory. This one sold for $30 plus shipping. There are 15 books. So glad to get rid of that because it was taking up some space. So I freed up some more space for other lots that I can put away. So those are the 3 lots that sold over the weekend. Here they are. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This one. And this one. And this one. And this one. So let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 individual sales on eBay. And then I got the 3 lots. And then I sold this on Amazon for $8.60. Yay! So a total of 10, 11, 12, 13 sales between Amazon and eBay, 12 of them on eBay, and some really nice ones on eBay as well. So I told you about the lots. This one sold for like $10. Full length roof framer. Old book. This one sold for $6.24 plus shipping. Benny Carter Jazz Giant. This one had been listed quite a while ago. It was from a bunch of CDs that were donated to me. This came from those Gaylords of CD only Gaylords. This sold for $27.99. Quintron and Miss Pussycat. It's electronic music, I believe. There's 2 in there. This one I just listed. It came from a trade. Sold for $29.99 plus shipping. Like I listed it week and a half ago. It's reggaeton, I believe. This one came from those CD only Gaylords, 5 CD only Gaylords. Fairport Convention, the Property box. It's a box set. I took an offer of $10 because I figured probably not going to get much attention to that one. This one sold for $14.40, but free shipping. This one's been listed for quite a long time. Definitely will not list it again. This was kind of a rare one. Couldn't find anything on it. I sold this My Little Pony. That's right, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic comic book for $34.99 plus shipping. This was a donation. I don't remember when I listed it, but it was definitely last year at least. So that was a nice sale. Been sitting around for a while. Then I finally sold 2 of the horror tapes, one in Spanish, Cementerio del Terror, which I sold for $50. I couldn't find any other copies. So $50, really nice. This was a pickup from that person who dropped off probably like, I don't know, 8 or 9 boxes of VHS tapes. And this one was a really nice sale. Death by Dialogue. I took an offer of $65 on it. I did test these tapes. So when it's higher priced VHS tapes, I would recommend testing them just to make sure they're working. There's not any issues with them. So those are really nice sales as well. So overall, some good sales over the weekend. You know that on eBay, apparently they only want you to sell new blank VHS tapes, even though there are a bunch of listings where it says used in the title and a bunch of sold, and also it says sold as blanks. And you can clearly see in the photos that they are used and they have already been recorded over. But yet my eBay listing was was flagged according to their counterfeit policy, so I ended up having to pull it down. And I've sold new VHS tapes before, but anyway, I don't understand it, but that was what happened, so I took it down, and I guess I'll just only sell new VHS tapes on eBay. But that's fine. I'm going to try it locally, see what happens. I've got 54 of them here. I'm going to list it locally on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. And then I also have over 120 VHS tapes, movie VHS tapes. Most of them are non-kids. There's some kids in there that I'm also gonna put locally, like I did that last one where I had more than double the amount. But we'll see how it goes, see how much interest there is. Again, I mean, that, I rarely have an issue with eBay, but it's just weird because, if that was their policy, that's fine, but there's a lot of listings that aren't, are the same as what I put up there. So maybe I was just flagged. Maybe I had a particular word. I put recorded, so maybe I shouldn't have put recorded in the title. I'm not sure. Let me know if you have experience with it. Not a big deal. I got those for free. It's not like I paid for them or anything like that. And it wasn't a bunch of time to list it. But anyway, so that happened. Today was a good day in the store. It's now the end of the day. Obviously, it's close to 2:30 p.m. here. Still Monday. It was a good day for Monday. That's not necessarily true for Monday. I am building on it. Try to get every single day to be good. My goal is to have 10 or more customers. Well, the goal is 10 or more paying, someone who's buying something. But at least 10 or more customers per day in the store. That's what I'm keep working towards to get that every single day. Obviously, some days I get way more than that. Some days I get less. Sometimes I get around that. Today was definitely around that. It was a good day, though. Some people, they come in and they just look around for like 5 minutes and then they leave. And hey, that's what happens when you have a retail store. It's kind of like online on eBay or Amazon. People browsing and they don't buy anything. You're getting views, but no one's buying it. You got 50 views on this item on eBay, but 2 watchers, but no one's bought it. So they're browsing, they're looking. It's the same thing. It's just that you get to see it in person. And it's always interesting to me. I don't know. To me, it's amazing that if you're going to come into this particular store, that you wouldn't find at least one thing that you'd want to buy. But, everyone's different situation for everybody. Not a big deal. That's just what it is for retail. So yeah, good day. I already shared with you all the sales that I got. I've got a couple more that came in on eBay already. I listed about 2 individual items and 2 magazine lots. One of them was Architectural Digest. I had a bunch of them. I had 19 of them. Another one was called Veranda, which is like interior design type of stuff, magazine. The architectural design one was cool because there was ones all the way back from 1989 all the way up to 2001. So those were, those were interesting magazines because they had some famous people on the front. Like they had Val Kilmer, who recently passed away. They had what's his name? Sylvester Stallone, Regis Philbin. So a lot of people. And they show, take pictures of their homes and talk about their homes and interview them. That was in the, those, what was that? 14 boxes of books that I got on Saturday, picked up. Finished going through all of that. And now over here, I've got quite a lot going here for my future dollar sale. Of course, those 3 are not included. Those are all the VHS tapes that I'm going to list locally. I don't know. I don't feel like I should put them in my dollar sale. I don't think they'll do well. I think it's better just to lot them up. I think that the books, the DVDs, and the CDs will do better. But we'll see. So far I've got a good amount. I've got all these fruit boxes full of books, and I'll keep. It's probably going to be more like 2 pallets worth that I'm going to need to put on a sale. Because I want to have, I don't want to say, oh, yeah, I have 200 items. I'd like to have like 1,000 or more. It would be nice. Individual items, which is going to be easier if I have, DVDs and CDs included. But, it all depends on any new donations, trades, or buys that come in. Because I'm not going to be going, cherry picking at the thrift store for my dollar sale. So we'll see. We'll see how long that takes to get it. It really hinges on how long or at what point I get enough of those together. And then I can, as I get closer to that, which is definitely going to be probably double what I have now at least. Because there's only like 30 books in a box-ish, 30 to 40. I got 1 box of DVDs. I don't even have half a box yet of CDs. So still got a ways to go. But I'm also, like I said, not just throwing every single book in there. There's ones that I'm just avoiding that I know I've seen a bunch, and just genres that are probably not going to do well. Funny enough, though, I have customers that are looking in these boxes. They're some of them are repeat, some of them are new, and they're coming into the store, but I have those outside, and they're just taking a look in there. And today someone bought 3 books from there. Someone bought a CD. So it's just funny that those are things I'm not going to put in my store, but yet some people are looking in there, and then some are buying. You just never know. You try your best to put stuff out that you think people are going to buy, and then sometimes stuff you don't think people are going to buy in the store, they end up just looking through it and finding something. So I thought that was kind of funny. You just never know. You never know. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Oh, I hit a wow, I was going to say landmine. I hit a milestone with my channel, which I'm going to make a separate video about, but it's pretty exciting. It's coming in the future. Probably the next video. We'll see. All right. Take care.